Hello and welcome to day 36 of our 40 days through the Gospel of John. We are still in John chapter 17, and as you heard yesterday, this is a chapter where we get to hear Jesus praying far longer than the Lord's Prayer as a template for us, but the prayer that Jesus is praying to the Father. It's just amazing that we get to hear the words that Jesus was praying. So many other parts of the Bible, it says that Jesus went off to pray, and you kind of wonder, what was he praying about? But in John 17, we get to hear it. John 17 is almost in three parts. My Bible actually has headings to kind of guide us. At the beginning, Jesus prays for his own glorification, that the Father's glory would be seen in him. And then Jesus prays for his disciples, those who've been following him. And then Jesus pivots from there to pray for you and to pray for me. And this is how he pivots it. He says, my prayer is not for them alone. He's just been praying for the disciples. My prayer is not for them alone. I pray also for those who will believe in me through their message. That's verse 20. For those who will believe in me through their message. That's you and that's me. We believe in Jesus because of the message that the disciples have shared with us through the Gospels, through the letters, through the New Testament. We believe because of what they have said. So Jesus is praying for you and he's praying for me. But what is he praying for? In verses 21, 22 and 23, we read, Jesus' prayer is that you and I and all believers would be one, would be united, would stand together as closely and as intimately as the Father and the Son are united and together. That the love that they have for each other and the love that they have shared with the world would be shown through whether you love me and the way I love you and the way you love your brother and your sister and those in the church and those in the family of Christ. That's how Jesus was praying. That's the prayer that Jesus prayed, is that we would be one. And he says this in verse 23, then the world will know that you sent me and have loved them, even as you've loved me. Jesus says, by the way that we love each other is how the world will get to know that he loves the world. So that's a challenge. It's a challenge for us to love one another. Who is there? Who is there that you know? A Christian brother or sister who you're struggling to love? What are you going to do? How are you going to reach out? Maybe there's someone you've fallen out with. How are you going to reconcile? Maybe there's someone you avoid because it's just too difficult. How are you going to draw close? Maybe there's someone you can be around, but you wouldn't say you love them. How are you going to step into loving them? Because Jesus is praying for this. That's Jesus' prayer. So often we are looking to Jesus and saying, Jesus, will you do this for me? Would you answer this prayer? Well, Jesus is praying here. And he says, would you do this for me? Would you love one another the way that I have loved you, the way that the Father and the Son love each other, where that love exists within the Trinity? Would we love one another? So what will we do with that? How can you love someone today? Maybe drop someone a text. Maybe invite them out for coffee. Maybe invite them over for dinner. Maybe go for a walk. I don't know. But find that person, or maybe more, and learn to love them. Have a great day.